enough. Actually picks up a secondary smoke. So yeah, that one's just going straight in towards the left side to allow the bomb to scale on through. And there's nobody here. It's a passive setup. And that bomb, first of all, they bait out to see if any utility comes through, but commitment should come through momentarily.
Smart. I like that. They've been burned by utility so much, so a little bit of a fake, especially on the pistols. Averona goes up onto top default just for a second. Very passive. But VP.Angels, look, they've got a smoke, they've got a kit. There's every chance they can maybe just stick the defuse and commit a robbery.
This is the sort of pistol round I run. It's the passive A, 2B2 mid. The A hit means they've been able to get through and they've taken their time on this retake. Smoke eventually does come forward, but time is ticking down. Ayaka has to stick this. Maybe they can just overwhelm with the numbers. Not fighting her in the smoke, but finally they spam her out. A decent attempt, and even the knife coming in at the end from uulis.
Nice.
Getting revenge on her former teammates.
Nice, all right, uulis. Team Spirit, that could have been scary. Look at how close this was. I don't know if we're going to get the HUD on the replay, but we're talking like maybe 1 second, even less than a second on that defuse. VP.Angels left it really, really late. And then as soon as they got on the defuse, everyone's trying to fight at once. They're trying to create so much chaos to enable the stick to come in. Not quite. Jamie with a sigh of relief. Team Spirit, it's a much-needed pistol as well on their map pick.
Uulis dropped an AK over and is rocking the Mac 10, so she'll have extra cash later on.
Oh, based.
That's a cool way of playing it out when you've got the knife kill in the opening round. I like that. Because I often get knife kills in opening rounds. So I normally just buy the AK armor full util set.
Did she even buy an AK? She got 3.4k.
Oh, yeah.
Saving for an AWP.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
It's okay. I thought she did as well, to be fair. I looked at the cash money and I was like, oh, that's a lot. A lot of HP
That's
being...
gonna be here. I think it's gonna matter though.
I don't think so. Again, no util, no kit. It's difficult. You're hoping just for disruption. Instead, you're getting uulis farming even more money. It's bailed out by Averona and tenweri. That's clean from Spirit. 5 alive. You can even play this as a bonus. You don't have to get the AWP out immediately. And I don't think you're going to.
Yeah, uulis is so rich. It's crazy. 8k in round number 3. Okay, no, they are just going to dispose of the Mac 10. No, they're just passing over because of the better spawn, I think.
Okay.
This will be on util duty. Ah, it's another classic. Just keep going A until it stops working.
That's a really cool smoke. Because it isolates the gap player. That's really nice. tenweri will get traded out, but at the same time, it is the Mac 10. I'm a really big fan of that smoke. It landed like in front of gap.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be
gap crane.
The regular smoke for gap, right? Because I think that's thrown from the same kind of position.
Yeah, it is. It's just kind of up a little bit.
Yeah.
I like this. Contact play. Not announcing your arrival here, but look at Team Spirit. They're holding. This is so passive. Averona waiting for a jiggle. Jammy's in the corner with the bomb. Will be cleared, but instantly traded. Nasty surprise for Ayaka.
Yeah, but she got a kill and a dink, so...
Yeah, that's really good, actually.
That's great. Yeah, this works out well for her. I thought she was dead to rights, but the way the layering was with the setup, it meant that there was no immediate trade potential, so she got an opportunity for a second fight. Off the back of that, Spirit are going to reroute through mid. Double setup on B with a passive hold on A. There is a slight timing window here that they can maybe catch Mio.
This makes me feel uncomfortable. Mio has to consider middle. And she does. Oh, that is perfect. You could not ask for a better swing. And as soon as she takes the contact, akiyanora just comes through the smoke. Immediate. Lots of reinforcements already on the way. You can see me kind of just... I didn't want to interrupt you, but I was just like, oh my god, this is just... Oh. Oh.
Actually, Jimmy is jimmied up.
What?
Yeah, nice opening kill. I like yeah, that dink I think is what really sets them up. And if she hadn't got that dink, I think they commit to A of that. But her getting the dink completely changed their approach to that round.
They also heard kind of the loudness of the steps again above elevator. Mio was just being very loud, and as a result, I think Team Spirit was just like, okay, well, they're rotating. Let's try and go B. No AWP. Because that was a round that Team Spirit didn't really expect to lose. AKs have had to be dropped over by uulis. It's interesting just watching VP.Angels and their approach to ramp. They're not actually fighting for it very early on. They're playing a much more passive stance, and they're hoping to kind of set up in these long-range engagements to the point where it's a ping-pong of contact. Margo's now investigating a little bit further. Sought out by a flash. It's not good enough. She still finds a kill, though.
Akiyanora might be in trouble. Molotov is going to come over. She has a smoke she can deploy, but now they're going to know that she's tucked on in here. Flashbang is actually really good. Then a follow-up one comes through, and she is full white, can't quite fight forward. Ayaka steps on through to try and support. A smoke dribbled on into Crane. Time is low. I think VP are just going to fall off. Hope that Spirit don't commit to A, but they're definitely going to go on in.
It's fine, though, because Ayaka's still here. She can hear all of this. And it means that rotations are here in time. You mentioned time. Speaking of it, 15 seconds to try and plant the bomb. It won't be denied, but VP.Angels can definitely give this a look in. There's two smokes. One could be dropped over towards Gap. There could be one that could be placed forward as well, just on the bomb. However, it's just your standard retake utility. They think it's planted default, but it's not. It's just to the left.
Yeah, got to be very scary when you started planning over there. Could have got spammed out, but instead they are successful. A tap on through. Trying to bait a peek forward. Veronica is very low, and she is dealt with. Now these players on the ramp have to step on up, and they've been able to do that. Averona with the double. More, she's going to save this M4, so Spirit will be back to winning ways. Third on the board.
They're being given a lot of space at a ramp, and it actually makes Team Spirit uncomfortable at times because they're not sure kind of what's clear and what isn't, which results in these 20-second executes, but they're playing it down to the wire, and you can tell this is their map pick and they're quite rehearsed on it because they're more than happy to let the time tick down to within just kind of these factors where you have to go. You've got to commit forces, but this time around where VP.Angels, their money isn't in the greatest of spots. I mean, in this round, but just in general, they haven't had the utility to deny like usual. Like, it's been classic VP on the first map. They haven't had the tools.
So this patience is going to be rewarded. Oh, maybe not. Amor wins out the fight. So the saved M4, able to strike first. She needed to get aggressive, and I like the decision to do it on B, where you're more likely to only run into a solo player there. So an AK collected. Now, there is no armor behind it, and there's no kit. There's no really any utilities. So it still favors Team Spirit. But now the stack's going to come into play over towards A. This could somehow work out.
Well, Mio heard these players run away from B. I like the fact this is all, like, gap-centric. There isn't going to be a molly to flush them out. So they're going to commit onto the bomb site. And you've really got to be careful here. Amor might even try and set the pistols up to be the trap later on.
More looking for the first contact. Wins it out. Margo is 5-7 as well. Almost another kill, but the damage should surely be enough. And Veronica with an AWP is getting run down. She's stuck. And she's absolutely flustered. They just had a saved M4 into this round, and off the back of it, they find success in every avenue.
Yeah, I'll be honest, Team Spirit needed to take map control back. Whether it was under B or whether it was in towards middle, but they get pushed straight into this trap that was set all along by VP. They were hoping they'd get the commitment. I don't think VP actually expected to get the entire roster up this A ramp just straight into their open arms. That's a flub. And And that can't be happening. The rounds that VP.Angels have been winning have been these low buys. When it's come to the straight gun rounds, Team Spirit have been able to win out. I think there's only been one, to be fair.
Neo, ready and waiting for it. Shame she doesn't have a HE. VP should be at it.
Sorry.
No, go on. Tell me about Mio.
I was going to say, she gets slept on a lot. I feel like she's actually really underrated. I know that was just a kill on a deagle, but just in general, I think she's very good.
I think a few of her kills on that opening map looked really, really sharp. The timings, kind of the way that she was playing around a lot of the utility as well. Wasn't any massive highlight rounds, but looked very solid nonetheless. And a more solidly locking down wood. Monica does get one, but there's Neo with a double in the round. Spirit only losing one against the pistols.
Clean. And that's what you want. Finally, VP.Angels are able to establish some sort of economy. And this is what it looks like. All the utility. Ayaka straight away purchases the sniper. Veronica's got one of her own. So the fight towards ramp is going to be interesting. I wonder how VP are going to approach it. They've been very passive, hesitant to kind of take the fights at long range. But I wonder with the AWP if this changes the complexion.
Was going to get a whiff or something. Ichi, somehow that does no damage.
How?
I don't know how that doesn't even do like one. Ooh, up in the perfect position, looking for a head. There's players on the other side. Ooh, okay, dodged. Going back in. Scary position. Oh, HE. Now that's one that does a lot of damage.
Why would you walk back in? I guess after it's been naded, but Veronica's got your info. That's horrible. If you're akiyanora, she's just remaining there. She's not scared whatsoever. She's trying to hold this right-hand side. You can see her just kind of almost pressing her nose to the monitor, but nothing's there. No dice. And that means the Team Spirit are going to rotate away because of the space that's been gathered under the stairs by tenweri. Good smoke coming in by Amor, but she needs help, and she's got it. Mio's rotated in position.
Was going to try and play around the smoke, but there has been a boost up behind the wood. Powerful position with a player holding towards default, watching the white cross though. The setup should be strong. The HG's come forward, but Xiaomi gets the opening kill. Amir can't step in. Smokes are now everywhere in front of her. She's not seeing anything. Gets up on top of the wood, and Monica finds the kill. They managed to brute force their way into B. This lurk being accounted for, but Ayaka falls off just as uulis starts to slip on through. Does find that kill, and that's going to allow them to exit and at least save these guns.
And the util. Look at how much util VP.Angels have still got. It is ridiculous. It's a treasure trove of goodies that they're able to bring forward into the next round. I almost thought that they were going to attempt the retake until I saw it was a 5-on-3. If Mio didn't fall initially, I feel like all of the incendiaries would go towards the site. The flashbangs would rain over the top and VP.Angels would pounce. Instead, it's Team Spirit by the skin of their teeth just holding on. They've got enough money to invest. Mio is not really breaking the bank at the moment. Good entries by Jammy because that just alleviates a lot of the pressure. Amor was so far forward completely on her own, and Mio was in two minds whether she wanted to push to help her teammate or stay behind the smokes. And I feel like that's why we got that kind of half measure of going up on top, trying to look over the top of the smoke.
Oh, this is looking a lot more competitive. Oh, Margo just about gets back. And HE not quite gonna bounce off the geometry the way she hoped. She wants to keep contesting gap. Veronica's on the angle with the AWP. I think this is intentional. Yeah, they want to flash her forward, but unfortunately, Veronica, her opponent has slipped back. They're playing very passive now, falling back, kind of looking, I think maybe a boost is in play from the minimap, or at least they're in front of it. Zayaka's AWP peers on through. A lot of prodding, a lot of poking. As Vertigo's stick in her hands gets the first blood onto Ayaka.
You see the VP.Angels are so close to A though. Again, on this timing, a 50-second mark, Amora is always dropping that smoke towards the front of B stairs. No one home. It will be the A commitment. No one facing either for this CT side. They're more than happy to, again, play retake because look at the amount of nades that are still in the pockets of VP.
Spamming. That looks like it's spot on. I don't know how that doesn't do anything. The bomb does go down. Fair advantage for Team Spirit. The utility being passed on over. The entire kit, in fact, given on over. Akiyanora in charge of setting up her team. A secondary smoke thrown, 4 flashes as well, and incendiary. They're spending a lot of time just on the setup of this retake. Vertigo's actually got up over the top, but she's forced off the line. They're taking good space. Incendiary forward is also going to block off tenweri. She's burning alive, but the bomb diffuse has been taken off. Margo gets back on it now, but the spam, there's just so many players on the other side. I felt like they had no issues denying that bomb being diffused.
I think you said it best. They're taking way too long to get into these positions where they can retake. And as a result, sure, you've got all the utility at your disposal here in this round in particular, but where you're not pressuring Team Spirit, you're not making them distracted. That's a sick shot, Veronica. It just means that Team Spirit just, say, okay, well, we have to focus on where our bomb is planted, and as long as we spam in the correct spots, or even at the very least, there could be another counterplay where you hold a HE so you can blow open the smokes. Nice shot. The push and pull. Still being established here by Team Spirit. Opening kill found. Now Mio left completely alone at B.
You're doing a good job of finding these opening kills. So team assembles at the bottom of ramp. HE is going to indicate at least some of the positioning of VP on the site. I guess the AWP is being heard by the players above. Another HE comes on over. They can have an idea that we've got a fairly passive setup in play. The third player is going to come over. There's been a bit of aggression over towards the B stairs. So they're getting a read of where Team Spirit are set up. This time they're going to be playing a bit more forward than the previous round.
There's a flank as well. See that Mio is already underneath A. So as long as Margo holds on, this could be set up perfectly. Utility to delay. Mio, oh, misses a chance. There's a smoke that misses, but Margo's doing everything over at Gap. Mio still causing a nuisance. 20 seconds left, and that's the bomb dropped. This should be round over. tenweri trying to bring the round back in the favor of Spirit, but Margo yet again. Bomb will go down. A 1-on-2. You know, Mio's behind, and you know exactly where Margo is on Gap. tenweri will just about get it done. How have Team Spirit won that?
What a clutch on tenweri. She has just been fantastic today. It's been so great seeing her in the server. There's a young talent, her first ESL Impact, and she's putting up some massive moments. Going for the plant as well on the opposite side, knowing the position of both CTs. It was a difficult fight initially when the player on ramp, but she wins out both to perfection. That is gorgeous. You think VP has done enough? Ayaka denying the first plant. You've got Margo pushing through Gap, fighting all these frags, but they fall short. And Team Spirit, you mentioned their T side. It is looking so strong right now.
It's got to be said as well for VP.Angels. Look, sure, they're taking aggression down here at B with pistols, but I feel like if you are given a lot of space over at A ramp, you have to be proactive somewhere else on the map. And it's got to come in with the gun rounds. It can't just be with these pistols. Team Spirit know the money is bad on that CT side. So what are you going to expect? Flanks. I just feel like in the next couple of rounds, VP.Angels could be a lot more proactive here, and it could see them having a lot more success. Because Team Spirit are being given just so much room to work with round after round after round.
Uulis aware. And has no issue dealing with the pistols. Straight on through to B, they go. Nice little triple kill for her. 7 on this T side, secured. Jamie finds the final kill. Jamie hasn't really been able to do anything so far. It has felt like Team Spirit outmaneuvering VP at every turn.
Good signs as well for Spirit that it doesn't all have to come from Jamie. I know that was the case in Overpass, but in the game I mentioned against Athena, she was leading the way with like 23 kills, I think. So it's cool to see her kind of take a little bit of a backseat. 5 assists. Scoreline doesn't really tell the whole story, but very impactful for Spirit regardless. Mio takes a chunk of damage early on. So too does Jamie. Margo forced out of the position. This time it will be akiyanora getting the fight onto uulis.
Finally, VP finding that opening kill.
Look at where that fight was. It was towards the top of Crane.
That's some crazy aggression and confidence from uulis, who taking that one. Doesn't work out for her.
Because Vertigo looks like she's in spawn hold in middle. So it looks like Team Spirit are aware that kind of the counters that I was also talking about that VP might enforce. They're going to play so passive now, Team Spirit. It's a complete kind of switch of the positions, and it might catch VP.Angels off guard. With that being said, 1 minute left. Again, no control towards A ramp. This time they got the space over B stairs, and Amor is falling away.
He's going to slip back on in. There's another smoke as well, but tenweri is already ahead. Amor forced off the angle. They have incendiaries they can throw forward onto the plant. Keep that in mind. You see, first one's already gone through. Mio's got a second one ready to go. Actually drops it on forward. Bomb yet to be planted. Good counter utility coming through. Mio burns alive. Veronica posted up on quad. She finds another onto Amor.
Oh
But
no.
the incendiary does its job. Someone has to plant. It's going to be Verona that has to step up and do it. And another one comes through. Oh my god. Okay, a smoke comes down at the final seconds. And Verona has to do everything. Bomb planted, they know she can't have gone fast. Spam comes through, she gets that first kill. Second can't be found though. And through a barrage of napalm onto the B bomb site, VP will get their 4th round.
That's a wild round from VP. The calmness. The fact that Amor backs up off the B stairs, comes and looks like they want to take middle. The timing's just slightly off and they sit back and they go, okay, well, we have 3 incendiaries. That's probably enough time to burn the clock down entirely. I'm surprised Team Spirit didn't drop the smoke earlier just to get the bomb planted.
Yeah, I was a little worried when Mio burns out there when she throws her incendiary down. I'm like, okay, this might be the unraveling those 2 kills, but that bundle of flames ends up being very fortuitous for her teammates. Very aggressive angle from Veronica. What an opening kill. On towards sandbags with the AWP. She's not done. She's gotten very aggressive up the ramp. For anyone, but Yaka's holding a bit of an off angle.
I think she saw her. I think she saw her shoulder. That's a good nade. Forcing the AWP back a little bit further. Pace change out as Team Spirit again, by the way. The scaling of A ramp has been a lot faster in this round. Margo currently completely isolated. That's why Ayaka has to come over. Has got the cover from the smoke. But look at Veronica. Just providing a lot of overwatch for Team Spirit. 50 seconds. Flashbang. Not quite good enough for Margo. She needs to fall away. Ayaka needs to be careful because Veronica is very dangerous. Oh, very dangerous indeed.
Veronica has been phenomenal. I've been enjoying watching her play so much. Margo, as you mentioned, she was isolated once her teammate went down. And Ayaka dealt with by the smoke. Team Spirit bouncing back with an 8-4 half.
Map 2 is where we start to see a couple of VP.Angels insecurities on Vertigo. A lot of reliance on utility, more than happy to play for these retakes and giving Team Spirit an awful lot of respect. That's garnered them 8 rounds on that T side. They now start on the defense. And for VP.Angels, if they want to win this game 2-0, they've got to come back soon and they've got to start strong.
Faking some footsteps. There's a boost in play. There's still a lot of presence over towards A. They've heard these footsteps, now nothing. Monica is peeking this occasionally. Surely you dismount this boost very shortly, especially with tenweri getting this information. She's the only player on this entire side of the map. Given a lot of responsibility. VP.Angels are taking their time with this. They are going to be splitting onto B. Verona slipping in towards middle to help alleviate some pressure, support. Allow tenweri just to focus on one angle. Gets the information. 2 players in towards middle. Now the troops have to come over to support.
tenweri, again, still tasked with a mission to stop VP.Angels scaling up the stairs in time for her teammates to be here. Here's the swing as well from Verona. They're going to crunch. Good trade. And Jammy picking up the pieces in towards middle. Mio also dispatched. What a round so far. 14 Spirit bomb not even planted and might not even steal. Ayaka Bits and pieces being chipped away at HP by USPs. Now just completely collapse upon Veronica at the helm of it all. Clean from Team Spirit. VP.Angels yet to get on the board.
Yeah, that's great from Spirit. And Bomb Plant at least gives VP.Angels something to work with. You know, they'll be able to buy into this next round and they can get back into this map with a reset of Spirit's economy. But with all players staying alive, nice and clean. That was despite having a heavy lead over towards A and VP kind of having the positional advantage initially. But the mid portion of the split just falls flat. We will see that force spike coming through. 4 Galils comes at the cost of utility. And HE, some grazing damage. Certainly help out the M4s that are in play. Spirit have prioritized. 3 of those are in the table. Nice line from Veronica.
This is so uncharacteristically VP. They got no util. Got to rely on their crosshairs. Oh, it doesn't start well. Akiyanora comes off worse for wear in that battle between Veronica. And she has been everywhere. Jammy stands tall instead. It just feels like you've got to commit to an angle at some point, VP.Angels. You need to take space somewhere. Just by poking and prodding evenly over the map isn't going to work in a round like this because you can't back it up with utility. Although it has worked.
Ah, Veronica falls off and that timing is unfortunate. Gapping towards mid that uulis is going to be keeping an eye on.
Ooh.
Oh, just above her. Silently descending. She spots a leg. Finds a kill, but trade is immediate from Margo. And now tenweri again, an uncomfortable position, but the MP9 gets a double. And that might have done enough. Gives the advantage for Team Spirit. Bomb will come through. And you can see there is a kit on their way into B.
Is there a flank? Yeah, there is. Look at Jammy. She's here so ahead of time. With the pressure being applied by Spirit. Oh, that smoke actually doesn't really help. That more hinders. Because now you need to run through both of these. This gives more opportunities for VP.Angels to work with. Flash over the top. Margo would need to grab the kill. Instead, she's just sitting in the veil. Can only find a singular kill. And despite, I thought that smoke was going to be more of a problem. But Team Spirit just overcome it. They've got the numbers.
I was also worried the smoke, I mean, it did. It obscured where the kit was. So they didn't actually pick it up. But they are going to find it now. So I was a little worried that, you know, if those fights were prolonged and they can't find that kit on the way through, that might have been their undoing. But this all comes down to this double kill. This is huge. The fact that tenweri is able to get 2 there is insane. Means that there's not enough Ts here to be able to contemplate all these positions that the CTs will retake from. Jammy comes through. And off the back of that, VP are going to get a hero AK out. That's all they've got to fight into this around Deagles.
I don't think she knew much about the second kill. It was akiyanora on 1 HP. It's so harsh. It just lines up and it's just a single bullet. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nearly, but not quite. Aka normally taking these angles with snipers, more than happy to poke and prod with the M4. I was enjoying the pace that VP was setting on their T side. And it did feel quite methodical on overpass. But here on Vertigo, I feel like this whole map has just been way too slow out of them.
Yeah, it's definitely felt that way. Both teams, in fact, on the T side have taken a very measured response.
I feel like that was the way that VP was setting themselves up, though. Like, Team Spirit weren't able to have a fight. And you notice towards the back end of some of these rounds that Team Spirit were trying to take fights 1 minute 30 in, where they were at the top of A. They were fighting, like, on the bomb site. Will Jammy spot Mio here? Yes, she will. Ooh. But instant decapitation. And I like this. She's applying pressure towards A and trying to bring the attention over. But in actual fact, VP.Angels, they want B.
They won't beat. tenweri is here. Looking for the first kill, and that distraction is enough. Allows Margo to swing on through with the hero AK. She finds 2. And the other 2 defenders are so removed. They're down the bottom. Vertigo's got no health. A hero rifle and Desert Eagles. And that's going to get VP a 5th round. Averona's going to set up for exits. Vertigo just wants to keep this M4 alive. Their money is low. They need both these rifles. They want to keep fighting into the next.
Yeah, you say hero AK. I'll be honest, hero Mio. The fact that she hits the headshot onto Jammy and then provides enough of a distraction was very misdirecting to Team Spirit about where VP wanted to hit. And then as soon as she reset in towards B, it was perfect because it just pulled the players right away. There was a limited amount of time the VP.Angels had to work with. But Margo got those kills for free because everyone was looking at Mio.
A lot of damage at the end at the very least. So that's something for Team Spirit. Although, personally, I would have preferred if they could just keep those 2 M4s in play. Because then they would have had something threatening into this next round. Instead, they're going to be working with P shooters. They're actually... Oh, see... If you're going to force into this round, you should just try to save the M4s, right?
Well, to be fair, they were hunted. Like, you can't... I feel like they could have obviously chosen a better spot, but ultimately, they were run over. I'll be honest, you take a look at this scoreboard, it is very one-sided. What is what I will say out of Team Spirit. Obviously, VP.Angels, it kind of is a similar story, but they're a lot more like tightly compressed. I feel like if you're VP.Angels, you take a look at this and you think, okay, guys, it's just one player. It is Vertigo wrecking us. We can do this. We kill Vertigo, we win the round. That's kind of, you know, that's the classic like mentality to have, right? That's what we do all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I can relate to that as a recently achieving level 10 on Face It. You know, I have a good insight into the different mindsets of the game.
That's a very beautiful way of framing that.
Yeah. You definitely learn a lot about people playing Face It.
Oh, head spotted by Averona. Surely you saw the head. I did, you did. Can you get the kill? Not quite. But that reveals a lot to VP.Angels. And there is only 1 kill falling back in favor of Team Spirit. Okay, akiyanora.
Damn. Well, force falls flat. Jammy can maybe hope to get an exit. Mio is going to be heading on down here, so there is the potential for it. Ooh, ooh.
Knife.
Ooh, do it.
Oh,
do it,
yeah.
do it. Oh, no. Okay. It's all good. It's all good. She laughs it off. Oh.
If that is, by the way, guys, that is a classic. If you clip that and you got rid of the names, that'd be Lucy. Like, that is a classic Lucy play.
Yeah.
Always got to go for the knife. Always got to go for the Zeus.
Which one of us is level 10?
Yeah, I knew you were going to bring that out at some point.
I'm sorry.
That's fine.
I'm sorry. It's been a tough month.
Yeah.
For you.
Yeah, it has been.
And Mio at least is able to recover that. That could have got a little scary. We saw that happen at the major, right, to Zaka, which almost cost them that entire map. That could have been... But those moments get a little frightening. It wouldn't have had that sort of impact here, at least. You know, that's a position where even if you mess up the knife, it's just an AK you lose. It's okay. But they didn't mess it up, so... But now, because Team Spirit chose to force into that last round...
I can't believe that was a force, by the way. It didn't feel like it whatsoever.
Right? It just... They weren't able to find any impact. It was just 1 kill with the MP9, but the Bruce, the 5.7, while it is a very strong pistol, at that range it's a little awkward and couldn't quite find the kill. I feel like maybe the Deagle would have got it done. But regardless...
I was wondering when that level 10 comment was going to come out from you. Because I remember all the months I was level 10 and you weren't, and I didn't say anything. And it's taken you 1 broadcast day.
Yeah, well, listen, I'm glad that you were able to save some face.
Yeah?
Listen, it's something to be celebrated, all right? I've been on the grind. I'm going 500 elo this year. It's been serious.
It's been a big carry.
Yeah, so what? Sub me in, coach, basically.
No, definitely don't do that.
I yeah, it'd be a lot of what we just saw from Mio.
Definitely not to a German team. God, you don't even know what the word is for Subway.
Yeah, that would be du Haifa. All right, Spirit, we're back into the action. We've got a couple of pistols coming through. VP airing, and they're going to be closing the distance.
I'm going to curse them right now. They win this game.
Who?
VP.Angels.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's a huge curse.
I don't think it is. I think they do it. But if I'm wrong, everyone can blame me. But I just want another map free.
Yeah, Ancient is a great decider as well. I think both these teams are pretty good on it. Like, it's always been a pretty comfy map for them. Well, I mean, I say that as much as I know about the new Spirit with these players that haven't played Impact before, but...
Jammy's very good on Ancient.
Yeah, exactly. Like, as it's an organization, it's kind of like we're talking about Overpass, right? There's a history there.
Also, as well, what I will say is that VP.Angels very comfy on Ancient. I feel like Ronnie Acker, her fundamentals are very good on the AWP, so I expect her to be very good on Ancient as well. Meanwhile, pistol play. Doing damage. Doing as much as kind of that MP9 and Deagle by did.
Margo, Eco Ace. Looking for the 5th. Javi might deny it. She's going to run off. Oh. No ace.
Based.
It's gonna be found by whoever's in the shadows here. Actually, it might be Ayaka that finds it. Yep. AWP strikes true. And now we just have 3 rounds between these teams.
I said that VP.Angels were kind of all doing this together. No, Margo, just with that quad kill, has really elevated herself. Put a level on kills with Veronica. So now we've got kind of a juggernaut at the top of each side of the server. Feels like Rodiaka hasn't really had a kill this CT side. You need to step up to Team Nida now. Up on the angle. Rodiaka. Can't find anything. Veronica is over at Gap, but currently no fights being taken. But look at how much more proactive Team Spirit are. They're more than happy to fight for this ramp control.
Just peering over the top. Oh, missed opportunity on the flick of the player dancing over her screen. Seen her hit a few stunners so far, and Ayaka's going to get on the other angle. Try and see if she'll come back through a boost over on B. Falls off, though. See, I saw her kind of roll her eyes back in her head there. You could tell that was unintended. Veronica does eventually, though, find that kill she was searching for into Ayaka.
I mean, the AWP head's gone one way, right?
Yeah, Veronica has been so impressive. She's been the highlight of this match. Ooh, Amor. Oh, Amor's got info. There's another player there. She knows. She saw that barrel sticking out. And she's ready for the swing. That is beautiful from Amor. Lovely stuff.
On every set at A. Oh, I love this so much. You got Mio in mid. You know the rotations are going to come over. Veronica, if she finds Mio right now, which it feels like she will, then this gets a little bit more complicated for VP.Angels. Because it means that Averona can remain on A. You got a quicker rotate. VP.Angels don't know what they want to do. You got 20 seconds. You got to go. Oh, that one smoke has now brought all the rotations back to A. No.
No. Margo sold it, but she also exchanges her life. So the bomb will get planted. 2 versus 3. No kit or util at all. We've got an AWP, but no HP.
What is going on? Close gens, default, and the fact they don't have utility is going to be fine. Like, they're going to be okay. You need to clear this if you're jammy, but you also need a teammate if you're jammy around the corner. More constantly over the smoke. Akiyanora's trying to do everything, but it's a low HP on the AWP that's enough. Veronica locks it in, and Team Spirit are up to 11.
Akiyanora gets the 2 easy ones, but the third play just swinging through the smoke. Veronica is just an absolute menace. 3 in the round, opens and closes and gets that critical mid-round kill that sets them up to be able to then have players rotating around. Doesn't matter that they're out of position. They have the advantage.
Why did
That's
it not
despite
go
a
B?
more just this fantastic timing to come up and spot both these players. But this kill is huge.
I just don't get why they didn't go B. Amour's killed both of them. And they've not taken the space.
I think, yeah, maybe a bit of nervousness, right? Oh, Veronica is everywhere. What a fantastic map from her. Testing out A now, pushing on for a whole slew of Ts. Veronica's opening kills, I'm gonna have a look at it after this map because I feel like she's fighting them almost every round.
Get Newt on it. Double short setup. Team Spirit. A smoke gap off. There's a third rotate available as well. Very limited utility now for VP.Angels. They're going to drop the molly. They're going to start pushing. Boost being established by Averona. She can't see anything because Jamie's fallen off. That's also been heard. These rounds are chaotic.
Utility again going to be completely dire for both teams in a moment. There's enough for an execute for VP,
I like this,
but
though. Let's push.
oh, aggression. Akiyanora is holding forward though. Some shots teased onto Jamie, and now she's fully alert of this forward position. A boost up over the top. And again, VP playing the clock down, but without any sort of response. No presence. Spirit are wondering. They've moved some players out of here. Averona over the top finds a Yaka. Good spam coming on through, doing so much damage onto Mio. Gonna go for the bomb plant into the corner, and she's able to get away with it. Stays alive. Margo getting one back as the smoke fades. In a decent position, but she has to stay forward. She knows that she needs to find this early fight. Mio's found one with a low HP. She's still fragging, eventually dealt with. But she's done maybe enough. Margo now on the forward angle. The spray on the 2 is fantastic. And it's got to be Veronica. It's always Veronica. 2 for her and map point for Team Spirit.
How she hit that second shot onto Margo. I thought as soon as Mio fell, Margo needed to fall back. She stood her ground. She found those 2 kills, pulls it into a one-on-one, and it's still not enough. Of course it's not enough, because you need to get past Veronica. Let's have a look at this. Oh, she landed on the top of default.
She is something else. She was not on my radar.
No.
But she is, the radar is blinking right now. It's going haywire. 25 for 9.
Yeah,
30 pro. Flow state. Veronica, 7 assists as well. Omnipresent in the server. And omnipotent in her AWPing prowess.
backs away. Another boost. Ayak is dead. Oh, never mind. She turned around literally as I said that. Omniscient. I'll get my Omni in. Look at me again, just in mid. This has come at the perfect time because Team Spirit are pushing B. They've got no idea.
Oh my
they need to turn around in a minute and they're not going to because they're fighting towards ramp. Amour has dealt with the B push. Uulis and Jamie, they're going into ramp. They need to win these fights and they can't do it. Mio's come forward at the perfect moment. And Veronica, look, she's good. But she is not going for this.
Yeah, the way to beat Veronica right now is to just avoid her. Which they've managed to do comfortably this round. She still manages to find her kill, of course, over on V.
Oh. I got an update. NIP versus Entafina, obviously going on our community broadcasts. Entafina won map 1, 13-10 on their map pick of Anubis. Mirage has just gone the way of NIP Impact 13-9. So we're going to a decider over there. And that one's on Ancient as well.
That's a very exciting matchup. I think those two teams are kind of vying for the middle of the pack at the moment in Group A. So that's going to be a very important matchup for the outcome of that group as we slowly progress through the season. They still get saved. You see Ayaka was already cleared it, but then head pops up. She gives a little tap, knocks it back down. Oh, this is funky moment for Spirit. And they are going to force around the AWP. Makes sense. I feel like their loss bonus isn't there, so...
Team Spirit, in essence, have got one full gun round for the rest of the game. VP.Angels can force OT here. That's all I'm saying. Unless Ronica. However, that flash did not go where it was intended. Doesn't matter. She's just going to fire blindly through one of these smokes. Okay,
no
sure. That's unlucky if you're Margo.
She's not even... That's
no.
She's like behind the boxes, like through the wall. Oh, that wasn't even who that Ronica was trying to shoot at. She was trying to shoot at someone that snuck into the corner. But this AWP firing off, I love this from VP. They hear the AWP, immediate contact, their decision just going to be. And they're going to find it completely empty. So they've managed to dodge the bulk of this force, but fast on through. That's a rifle that can be recovered.
Please plant
There is
the
a
bomb.
kit available, so a retake definitely possible.
Okay, they have planted. VP.Angels, very, very much like the male team. They like to dilly-dally a little bit. Have been able just to stick the C4 though, and from here it should be a lock-in. Jammy's smoked herself off, and now this is all about containment for Team Spirit. Maybe throw in the pistols and try and find something. Ronica's found a kill on the AWP actually, and now it's on. There's a kit as well. There's a smoke for uulis. They can defuse. Ronica's still hitting shots, and another for Ronica. They need to get on the bomb. It's Ronica that's sticking it. They're all dead. Team Spirit, they've done it.
Shocking performance. That is insane. What a round to end it on. It's a force buy around Ronica's AWP, and of course, it's Ronica's AWP that does the heavy lifting. Attack at the start, 3 kills in the round, and the defuse at the end. This map is Spirits, but it was Ronica that did all the work.